Hi friends, it's Jessie here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. For today's video, I have my September budget. I'm going to be sitting down, filling in all of my budget worksheets for the month of September. So if you're interested in seeing my budgeting process and where we plan for our money to go this month, just keep on watching. Hello friends, happy September. So before I get into my September budget, I'm gonna chit chat with you guys a little bit, and I'm also going to show you some fun happy mail that I received. So if you're here and you're just interested in seeing the September budget, you don't want to hear me ramble for an extended period of time, check the timestamps down below and just skip right to where it says September budget. But for those of you that are into hearing me ramble, let's go. So first off, you did not see an August budget wrap-up video from me. And that is not because I didn't have a great month in August. My budget, sticking to my budget, was fantastic in August. I did better in August than I've done in quite a while in terms of my budget. I just didn't have time to sit down and film it. I could film it now, but if I posted that video, then this video wouldn't go up until after the holiday, and that puts my whole schedule kind of off, and I don't want to do that. So I decided just to skip it. I'll tell you really quickly though, I actually managed to stay under budget in every single category except for eating out. And when it came to eating out, we were only $26 over budget, which for us is phenomenal. Using cash, especially for eating out in August, really worked for me. There were some things about the budgeting process in August that didn't work for me, and I don't know that I'm going to be using cash for like groceries and things moving into September, but I am going to definitely continue to use cash for eating out because that really helped me stay on track, and that was wonderful. So we're starting with a clean, fresh slate in September. I am going back to my hybrid budget method in September. You guys know last month I kind of started on the hybrid budget and then confused myself and switched to the paycheck budget. And I'll be honest, I did paycheck budgeting for years, and I don't know how I did it because I just felt so lost all month in terms of my budgeting process and like where I was overall with the monthly spending and everything. So I'm going back to my tried and true hybrid budget this month. I'm really excited about it. I want to show you guys my September budget bundle because with everything being so crazy and my videos being so sporadic in August, I did not get a chance to film an dedicated like September budget bundle release, you know, video. So you guys have seen this in pictures here and there, but this is your first time kind of seeing it really in person, and not really in person, but like in video form, I guess. So I do want to go a little bit in depth on the worksheets, what they look like, and I do want to open that happy mail. And that's my phone. Let me set that to silent. So when I tell you that my heart skipped a beat when I saw this package in my mailbox, I have been following Ira's YouTube channel and admiring his amazing Etsy shop for quite a while now. I did not know that Ira watched my channel, so feeling a little bit flattered for sure. If you're not familiar with Ira, amazing content, amazing, creative, beautiful Etsy items. I will link his Etsy shop and his YouTube channel down below, but look at this super sweet package that he sent me. So these items were available on his Etsy shop starting August 26th. So I'm a little late in getting this up. He did send this to me. I did not know it was coming. It was very much a surprise. Left me a super sweet little note. And more stuff here, but I want to get into the goodies inside because this is an amazing package. Okay, so what Ira sent is his Savings Challenge Booklet Volume 2. And you guys, this is so unbelievably beautiful and so creative. I haven't really been doing savings challenges as of late, with the exception of my 50 envelope challenge, which you guys have seen. But this makes me want to save all of my money because this is so cute. Let me show you. It is a little booklet. It comes with free stickers, and there's more stickers that can be purchased on the Etsy shop. But look at how cute this is. So there are 15 savings challenges in here, I believe. This one is floaty, save to avoid that sinking feeling, very summer appropriate. We've got save Doku. Oh my god, this is so smart. So each little dot represents a different amount that you can save. The print quality on this is beautiful. The construction is amazing. I love the colors. Cocktails, make the cocktail to save. Oh my gosh, this is so smart. Look, debt daiquiri, money mojito, savings sling. This is so cute. There's cue ball, pot the balls to save. Go nuts, color and add sprinkles to save. This is just so much fun. This reminds me of those little activity books you would get when you were a kid. Like, well, maybe you didn't, but I did definitely. Like if we were going on a long car ride or a road trip, and I've definitely gotten this style like activity book for my kids for road trips. And it's just super, super fun, bright colors. That's what Ira is all about. There's an ice cream savings challenge. Draw. Fill the page to save. A word search. This is so cute. Ira, where did you come up with the idea for all of these? This is so incredible. A coloring one. This one is all about weather. Oh my god. Tetris. How cute. There's a little pizza one here. Build the pizza to save. A Christmas one. Oh my god, I love this one. The spaced out one. And then on the back here, this is from, let me see, he said in his little note here, this is from another UK budgeting creator, Budget Lux, that he wanted to spotlight. So how cool is that? So obviously this one is not in US dollars, but it's easy enough to convert to US dollars, so this is amazing. So Ira is based in the UK, but does ship, I think, worldwide, question mark? I will have to double check that, but look at the super cute stickers and things that he did to go with these. So you can use the stickers in the various savings challenges, or you can just color them. These are really customizable. You can do whatever you want. None of Ira's savings challenges here have a specific dollar amount, so you can use it anywhere in the world. This is just so cute. Look at the little mushrooms for on the pizza and the peppers, the gingerbread man and the candy canes for that little holiday one. I love this. I think this is so smart, so much fun. It's like an activity book for adults, and I cannot wait to use this. So thank you so much, Ira, for thinking of me and sending this along. Also in the little package, oh, here's some more stickers to go with those savings challenges. There's a little thank you card here, and this is flip a coin to save, so you can do a little coin flip, another savings challenge. If you flip heads, you could save, you know, whatever you decide, $5. If you flip tails, you save $10. So much fun. I don't know how Ira comes up with all of these amazingly fun savings challenges, but I'm obsessed. So yes, I believe Ira linked down below. Definitely check out all of the amazing goodies on his Etsy shop and check out his YouTube channel. Tell him I sent you. This is amazing. Okay, now that I have talked all about Ira and his amazing things, let's talk a little bit about my succulent collection for September. So I didn't do a dedicated release video for this because I just didn't have time, but really quickly I'm going to flip through the worksheets and the design for September. It is called Succulent, and just let you know that all of these budget printables are available in my Etsy shop. It's linked down below. Everything on my shop is a PDF downloadable printable, so you just purchase the worksheet, you download it and print it yourself at home, and you can print it as many times as you want. I have undated things, so if you really love the pattern here and you want to use it all year round, you can. I also have a dated add-on that is specifically for September, so if you want to use this in September, you can get the September dated pages to match. Also, if at any point in time you want to use one of my budget bundles in a month that I don't have a dedicated dated add-on for, but you want dated worksheets, if you send me a message on Etsy, I'd be happy to customize those for you. So say you bought the Succulent collection and you love it so much and you want to use it in January, but you don't want to have to date the calendar yourself, for example. You can just shoot me a message on Etsy, ask me to do a January add-on that matches, and I would be happy to do that and sell that to you. So I don't do them unless you request them, besides for that specific month, just because there's not a huge market for that and it would cost me more to do that and more time and more resources. But if you want me to do a dated add-on for something, shoot me a message, let me know, I'd be happy to. Alright, so here's the cover page. This month I'm actually not going to use dated worksheets. Usually I do. Usually I use my dated add-on and, do the dated calendar and everything. This month I decided not to because I honestly was just too lazy to print them. So I've got the budget worksheet here. This is just like the pretty cover page and the gorgeous succulent pattern. I've got an undated calendar, so I'll just date that myself using my pen here. I'm going to be using a Parku pen today. I've got my monthly overview, monthly budget, and then some of the ones that I printed I don't typically use, but I was just kind of test printing things and I don't want to waste these pages, so whether or not I use them, I don't know, but I'm not going to print new ones. So I will be using the sinking funds and transaction log. I won't be using the paycheck budget just because I don't budget that way typically. I've got a little notes page here, which I very rarely need, but if I need it, I've got it. Then I have my 2-page hybrid budget. This is my bestseller in my Etsy shop. It's a budgeting method that I came up with that helps to budget everything out by month, but also keep track of spending throughout each week of the month, help you keep track of how much you're saving, how much you're putting into sinking funds, how much you're making, how many debt payments you're making, all of that on a one 2-page spread. So it's really easy to see your entire month and how it's going at a glance. You can very easily just buy the hybrid budget, the 2-page worksheet, and do your entire monthly budget and not have any of the extras. I have the extras available, obviously, if you want to go more in depth like I do, but you can absolutely just do this 2-page budget spread. It's available on my Etsy shop for $5. Plus I have a 15% off discount code down below. And do your entire month right here. Of course, you don't really need any fancy worksheets. You can just use a sheet of paper and a pen or a pencil. But if you want to have a really pretty budget but you don't want to spend a lot, I highly recommend the 2-page hybrid budget if you like to budget monthly, or you can do the paycheck budget, which I just showed you, if you budget by paycheck instead. So it's a really affordable way to do it. Still have pretty budget inserts without spending a fortune. All right, I have a debt tracker here. Won't be using that most likely, but I just needed to kind of test print it. So it's here. I've got a spending comparison where I can compare month over month how my spending went. There's a little title page here that's just completely unlabeled. It's just the pattern, so you can use this to fold into a cash envelope or use it for a back cover on a planner or whatever you want to do. You want to cut out little heart shapes and paste them to your wall, you can do that. I've got a cash breakdown here. This typically goes with the paycheck budget. You can do like a 2-page spread that way where you have your paycheck budget and then how you break down your cash if you're a cash budgeter. So that's available. I also have coordinating paper cash envelopes that you can purchase if, you know, that's your style. You just cut along this outside edge here, fold it along the dotted lines, use a little tape or glue to assemble it, and you've got a cash envelope that coordinates with the succulent collection. So I offer the envelopes in sets of 3 here. So the one for the succulent collection includes this one with the succulents, this one with coordinating stripes, and then this dotted one. So that's available as well. I have a weekly check-in available. I've got expense trackers available. Lots and lots and lots of worksheets, many different bundles. Check out my Etsy shop. Use that coupon code that I have listed down below. And thank you so much for supporting my shop. All right, let's finally get into the budget. Okay, so all of my budget printables are 8.5 by 11 size sheets. So that's like a full sheet of computer paper. I use heavy duty paper. It's 28-pound paper, I think, so it's a little bit thicker than your average computer paper. I print out my worksheets back to back. My printer's capable of doing that. I use a big arc punch to punch my inserts. This is very heavy duty and works really well with the Happy Planner disc bound system, which is the one that I use. I use the big Happy Planner accessories because that's the 8.5 by 11 size. I just punch my pages, I get them popped into my planner, and then we can get started writing in my budget. Alright, so there I have my inserts put into my big Happy Planner. We are all set and ready then. So what I'm going to do quickly is date my calendar. I'm not going to do too much else in here. I'm just going to date it, put in my paydays, and then we're going to flip immediately past all of this and go straight to my hybrid budget, because that's what we're going to focus on filling in today. I will have other videos coming up with my sinking funds for the month and cash stuffing and everything, but today it's just going to be all about setting up this monthly section of my planner and my calendar. So I'll be right back. I'm not going to film this part. This video is already going to be long enough. I'm just going to do it off camera and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so there is my calendar all filled in. I just went ahead and added my own dates just using my ink pen. I don't have the fanciest handwriting or the fanciest setup, but it does the job. You could easily use stickers in this calendar, write them in yourself, draw, doodle, whatever you want. I started my calendar on a Tuesday, which I know is very unusual. The average person doesn't start a calendar on Tuesday, right? They either do Sunday or Monday. But our paydays typically fall on Tuesdays, so I like the idea of having the entire week of spending all on one line, so that's why I do it that way. We do our spending money refresh every Tuesday when we get paid. We, you know, any cash stuffing we do on a Tuesday, so I just like the idea of payday being here, all of the weekly spending that we need to track going on just one line, so that's why I did it that way. That's the beauty of undated printables. You can do it any way you want. Alright, now let's go ahead and skip ahead to the part I know you were all waiting very, very patiently for, my hybrid budget. So for the month of September, the amount that we are going to work with is $6,000. So you know by now I don't disclose our income. I don't talk exactly about how much my husband earns or how much I earn necessarily. My husband is the main source of income for us. I just make a little tiny bit of money here with my YouTube and Etsy side hustle. But I don't break down exactly where this money is coming from, just for privacy reasons. So $6,000 is about what I intend to spend throughout the month. And let's talk about how we're gonna do that. So the way that the hybrid budget works is there is this section here for monthly expenses. So I am going to use this section to break down everything I intend to spend in the month of September. And this is going to be just an overall look at it. So I'll write in all of my bills, I'll write in how much I intend to spend on groceries and debt payments and savings and all of that. And then I'll use these other sections of the hybrid budget to break that out more. So for each week of the month, I will track my variable expenses, how much I spent of our monthly budget, and then how much I have remaining, so I can keep a running tally each week to keep me on track with those variable expenses, the places where I tend to overspend the most, like groceries, eating out, gas, the things that I kind of have more control over. I will have a line item here in my budget that just says debt and an overall amount that I plan to pay to debt in the month of September, and then I will break that down further here in debt payments and talk about exactly how much I'm going to pay to each debt. Same with savings, same with sinking funds. So we're just going to be focusing on this monthly section. You will see future videos, me filling in the rest. Hopefully that makes sense. So I'm going to start out by just listing out all of my monthly bills, kind of in order of when they come due. I'm going to zoom you guys in some so you can see. And we're going to start out with lot rent. My husband and I own our home. It's a mobile home. We paid it off in the spring of 2020, I think. 2019? I don't even remember now. But we're in a mobile home community. We still have to pay to rent the lot. And that's what this line item is for. The amount we pay each month is $553. Next up then we have our water bill. And every month we budget $50 for our water bill. Then we have cable. And the amount there is $70. Cable is for our high-speed internet as well as cable TV. We don't really watch the cable TV. I've talked about this at length before, so I'm just going to go over it real quick. The mobile home community we live in offered us a package deal, $70 a month for high-speed internet and cable TV, which is the same amount that we were paying for internet by itself. So we took the package deal, obviously, but we don't really watch the cable TV. We're more into streaming, so we do have some streaming services in addition to the cable TV, including HBO Max, which, are you guys watching House of the Dragon? If you are, let me know what you're thinking of it. I'm loving it so far. $16 for that. We have Boost Mobile, which is our mobile phone provider, 4 lines, unlimited talk, text, data, hotspot capability, $120 a month. Next I have my DTE bill, and we're on a budget plan with them. The amount that we pay each month of the year, regardless of usage, is $203. The end of the year, they'll take a look back at how much we actually used throughout the year. If we used more than what we paid, then we will owe the difference. If we used less, then we'll get a refund. It just makes it easy when we know exactly what we're gonna have to pay each month rather than it bouncing all over the place based on usage. Highly recommend getting on a budget plan if your utility providers allow that. have that available to you because it's great. It really helps with the budget. All right, Michigan Gas. The amount that we pay each month, we're also on a plan for that, is $67. Next, I have Planet Fitness, and this month I had to pay, I have to pay a yearly fee. You pay once a year $40, and then you pay the monthly amount in addition to that. So you're going to see two Planet Fitness line items. Know that that first one is for the annual fee, and this is for the monthly fee. And this is actually higher than what I typically budget. I'm budgeting $25 here because Austin all throughout summer was going to the gym with me. They had a free summer program for teens. That expired August 31st. So now if he wants to go, we got to pay for it. But they don't offer a membership. He's too young to get an actual membership. I don't understand it, why they would offer him a free membership and allow him to go all summer, but then when it comes time for him to pay, he can't because he's too young. So our only option if he wants to continue to go is to upgrade my membership to they call it the black card membership, where I would be able to bring him as a guest. So he can't have his own membership, which would just be like $10 a month for him, just like a basic membership. So instead, I have to upgrade my membership and then bring him as a guest. He said that he would be more than happy to pay for it, but I decided, I haven't decided if I'm gonna make him pay the difference or if I'm just gonna cover it. Haven't really decided, but either way, I want to make sure it's covered, so I'm budgeting the full amount here, and we'll see kind of what we decide moving forward. So that's Planet Fitness. That's why there's two line items there. All right, then we have my husband's motorcycle insurance. What is that? I can't read. I can't write today. And that is going to be $18. Then we have car insurance. The amount that we are going to budget for that is $200. That's insurance for our Subaru Forester, as well as a golf cart and our camper. So $200 a month for that. Then we have YouTube Premium, which we're going to budget $18 for. We have Netflix, and the amount that we pay there is $16, or that's the amount we budget anyway. And then we have our debt payments. So this is just an overall how much we plan to pay in debt. That's including minimum payments, any extra debt payments that we want to make. And that amount is $1,306. And I am really quickly going to jump over to this debt payments section and break down where that $1,306 is going. So first and foremost, we have our camper payment, and the amount that we are going to pay there is $200, or that's the amount we're budgeting. Then we have a golf cart payment, and for that we're budgeting $150. We have my car payment, my Subaru, and the amount that we're budgeting for that is $650. Then we have a couple of credit cards. We have our Ashley card, and that payment is $156. And then we have a First Merchants Bank card, and the amount that we're budgeting for that is $150. So if we add all of that up, 200 plus 150 plus 650 plus 156 plus 150, it comes out to be 1306. So that's where that 1306 I have listed for debt goes. Okay. So that's kind of all of our fixed expenses. That is all of our bills, all of our debt payments we plan to make. Now we're going to move into some more variable expenses. And this is where we have the most control over our budget. So first up we have groceries. So I'm going to label this as grocery, but this line item in our budget covers all of our grocery items and also any household items. So, you know, if we run out of toilet paper, if we need shampoo, cat food, eggs, milk, all of that comes out of this grocery budget. And the amount we are budgeting for that for the month of September is $1,000. And we'll see how closely we can stick to that. Honestly, I don't know, because things are changing a lot with our routine and our schedule in September. My son goes back to school. He also starts a part-time job. He's 14. He's got soccer practice. He's going to have so much going on. I don't know if he wants to take a lunch to school or if he wants to buy lunch at school and how that's going to play into it. So $1,000 is just a shot in the dark. We'll see how it goes. That's all I can really do. Okay, then we have eating out. The amount that I'm going to budget for this is $200. We'll see how it goes. Again, I don't know if we're going to be able to stick to that or not. Lots of crazy things going on in September, but that's what we're going to aim for. We're going to try really hard to stick to these numbers because we did really well in August. Okay, then we have gasoline, and we're going to budget $250 for the month for that. And we will be breaking these line items down each week and keeping track of everything on a weekly basis just to make sure that we stay on track with these numbers. After gas, we have spending. And the amount there is a total of $500. And the way that that's going to break down this month is a little bit different. So my husband is going to be getting $60 each week in the month. There are 4 paydays in the month of September, so, you know, $60 each payday times 4, he's getting $240 for spending money this month. I'm going to take $40 a week. I'm going to try that again. I'm constantly changing up our spending. Not so much my husband's, but mine. So we're going to do 40 times that 4 is 160, and then Austin's allowance starting in September is going to be $25 a week. We had a nice long talk about all of his financial goals. He's a big goal setter. He's a big saver. He went and got himself a part-time job. He's saving up for things like driver's training and car insurance and lots of other things. And so he talked me into giving him a little bit of a raise on his allowance. He also took on some extra responsibilities. It's just an extra $5 a week, but it's going to help him meet his goals faster, and I'm so proud of him and all of his huge goals that he's set for himself. So 25 times those 4 is $100. So you add up 240 plus 160 plus 100, you get 500 for the month. Okay, and then we have miscellaneous. And this is just an amount of cash that we keep on hand for anything else that comes up throughout the month that's not on this list. It also covers things like admission to soccer games, because we got a lot of those in September. Anything we want from the concession stand can come out of that. This is all going to be done in cash. And the amount that we budgeted for the month of September is $200 for that. Then we have savings. So for savings, you guys just saw me talk about these Budget with Ira savings challenges. So I really want to do these, but it's hard to know, especially with these fun savings challenges, like if there's a specific amount that I can save for some of these, then I would do that easily. But if they're random ones like that flip a coin one, for example, that I showed you guys, this one here, it's largely based on, you know, it's largely random, so I don't know exactly how much I'm going to save. So it's hard for me to set aside a specific amount for savings, right? If I'm going to do fun challenges. It's kind of boring just to save $50 a week or whatever. So in addition to that, I also have my I just totally lost my train of thought. I also have my 50 envelope challenge, which is kind of random. So it's hard for me to really say how much I'm going to budget for savings. But obviously I can't save more than what I have. So I'm going to skip over savings for now. And I'm going to go to sinking funds. So I already have my sinking funds for September, the cash for those, set aside. I saved this cash in the month of August. So the amount that I'm setting aside for sinking funds are going to be for October's sinking funds. So I'm going to stick a little O there so that I can remember that that's what that's for. And the amount that I would like to have overall is $1,000. In a perfect world, that's what I would be able to put towards sinking funds in October. Whether or not I'll be able to do that is largely based on how well I do in my budget overall. So that's the plan, but obviously if I budget $1,000 for groceries and we spend $1,500, that'll mean I only have $500 left for sinking funds. So that's how I kind of do it. It really helps me to try to stick to my budget if I know that I'm going to be taking away from things that I'm saving for in the future. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I do it. And just in case you're not aware, in terms of my budget, the difference between savings and sinking funds are specific things that we are saving for, that we know are coming up. Things like Christmas, things like our campground payment that's due once a year. These are like have-to-haves in terms of savings, and then my savings is more like want to have or rainy day savings, that sort of thing. Really, it's all kind of the same. It's all money that we are saving for something in the future. But that's kind of how I differentiate the line items. Okay, so that was kind of a clumsy explanation, but hopefully you get what I meant there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add up all of these line items and figure out how much of the $6,000 is left to go towards savings. So we know that we want our total to be $6,000. So let's see how much of that $6,000 we've already allocated and what's left for savings. Okay, so all told, we have $5,852 of that $6,000 accounted for. So that's going to leave us with $148 to work with for savings. So not a lot, but every little bit counts. So when we are doing fun savings challenges or figuring out how much we're going to pay towards our 50 envelope challenge, we need to keep in mind we only have $148 to work with. It's not a lot, but like I said, every little bit counts. So for savings, we know it's going to be a total of $148. And however we choose to allocate that, whether it's doing one of Ira's fun savings challenges or the 50 envelope challenge, which I've been using to pay for my son's future car, set aside money for my son's car, will be determined at a later date. I don't really know yet. Usually I have that all figured out ahead of time, but these fun savings challenges from Ira have me kind of rethinking my saving strategy. So maybe in October when I do my budget, I'll focus more on savings challenges, but for now that's what I have to work with. So that is going to do it for my monthly budget. If you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. That really helps out my channel. Don't forget to subscribe. I post new budgeting and lifestyle content here on my channel every single week. I'm really going to try in September to post a lot more regularly. I know I haven't been posting super regularly, but I'm trying to get back on track. So make sure that you have the little notification bell clicked so that you can get notified every time I post a video. I really appreciate your support. Check out my Etsy shop listed down below, as well as Ira's shop. I'd love it if you would go and support Ira. Yeah, that's it, friends. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!